What's the best way to manage time in a presentation? How do you stick to time? It's a great question. And you know what? It's bloody hard. It really is hard. And there's many ways of doing it, but perhaps the least useful way is to take your watch off or put your mobile phone down on the table next to you. Because actually, you won't look at it. Very few people do. Very few people do. I've seen at big seminars and events when the speakers are given their half-hour or 40-minute slot, there's nearly always a socking great digital clock at the back of the room, about this big, letters that big. So the speaker just has to glance over the heads of the audience and he sees, or she sees, how much time she has left. But for most of us, we don't have the opportunity of having that clock. So pragmatically, there's a couple of tips. Number one is run it through yourself a couple of times. Run your talk through. If it's really important you stick to time, run it through. Practice it and time it. And then whatever you take in practice, add a couple of minutes for the real event, because it'll take that. But do you know, one of the best ways of all I know of sticking to time, and I do this myself whenever I can, is when I get there, or just when I'm about to start, I come off the central part and I find a member of the audience sitting in the front row or so. I say, look, I wonder if you could help me. I'm not bad at sticking to time, but sometimes I run over. Would you help me stick to time? And then either give them your watch or give them your smartphone with the alarm clock or the timer on it and get it going for them and say, look, could you just give me a little wave at 10 minutes or 5 minutes or something? None of them are going to refuse and say, no, time yourself, you idiot. Most of them will appreciate being asked. They'll actually be spending most of the time looking at the clock or the watch rather than listening to you, because they don't want to let you down. But that is really useful. If you have somebody there, a friend or a newly met friend, who's going to time you and give you little 5-minute, 10-minute signs, that's pretty well the only way you're going to stick to time. Not perfect, but I hope you find that useful. See you on the next one. Bye for now.